And do I want to look into the camera? I mainly talk to Lance, right?
Right. Actually, I'm going to go right over your shoulder.
Okay.
Like this. And
Okay.
then you two just talk to each other and go right ahead.
Lance, you're the defending national AMA four-stroke champion. It's always a little bit of tension coming into the first race, and of course you dominated. How'd you feel out there?
Felt real good. Going into the first turn, I was starting around 5th, and I just kept pushing at the beginning, got into the lead, had some pressure for a little while, and was able to open up a lead and ride my own race from there on.
I know last year you grabbed the hole shot a couple times and took off, and that wasn't the case this time. And you and Mike Young got into a dice early in the moto, but not in the lead early.
No, it was good to have Mike push me there at the beginning. It allowed me to just pin it, and that's what it took for us to pull away and to get my pace, situated. And I guess I was the one that had a little more poop there at the beginning, and I was able to pull it out on him.
A lot of the tracks throughout the year are loamy. They get really choppy and rough. Do you have to have a little different riding technique on the very hard surface like this?
Yeah, you do. You have to be real smooth in certain sections around the turns. There was no large holes that formed, so pretty much it was put the hammer down and try to hook up and go as fast as you could. So being smooth throughout the turns and aggressive on the jumps they do have was the key.
Well, the hammer certainly was down, and congratulations on your first Moto win, and good luck for Moto 2.
Thanks a lot, Chuck.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead while you got the mic. Let's talk about. Oh. Do I know you? Can you get a little closer?
Yeah.
Okay, go right ahead.
Mike Young, a great second place in the first moto. This is leaving off just like it had ended up last year with the battle between you and Lance Smale. What do you think of your first moto?
It was good. It definitely was a good moto. I rode smart. I rode really strong, and I think the training's been paying off a little bit. Just the first moto, I was just trying to be careful. You got to start off the season consistent and take more chances as it goes. But so far, everything's working well.
Yeah, you did ride very smooth and consistent. Unlike Lance, your preparation has been a little bit different. Lance has been out running Supercross. Do you think that made a difference for this first moto?
Yeah, I think it probably did. I did get kind of a late start this season. We've had just a bunch of things happening around the house, and I think that kind of helps. I mean, it gets you prepared to race and gets you up to speed a little bit quicker. And yeah, I think it's hard just to come out here and just go the distance, but if anyone can do it, I think I can, and the Husaberg's running so well, it's almost hard not to.
Well, you got to feel really good about second place points this early in the season starting out. And how's the Russ Fletcher tuned bike working for you so far?
So far, everything's working just how I liked. Russ seems to tune the bike definitely the way I like it, and with the exception of that, of course I can always have more power. I think I just need to start turning the throttle a little bit more, but everything seems great. Husaberg on the Pirelli tires with the Spectre oil, everything is just working fantastic right now.
Well, congratulations on your very consistent first moto start with your second place, and good luck the second moto, Mike.
Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Good at that.
Sean. Flash that red light. Let me know. Okay, go right ahead.
Sean, you rode Husaberg 2 years ago. You took a year off from the four strokes. Now you're back. How did your first moto go? Looks like you got off the line a little bit slow.
Yeah, other than the start, I felt really comfortable on the thing. I was a little bit nervous, and I kind of gassed it. You use a little bit different technique on a cement start, and I gassed it a little bit too much. Got a little nervous, but I worked my way through the pack, and I felt really good.
Well, it was really amazing. The announcer really picked up on it that you started out in 15th place and actually got a glimpse of Mike Young's rear fender for third place. Are you going to change your strategy on your start for the second moto?
Yeah, I think I'm, concentrate more basically, and yeah, I think if I can get up there in the beginning, it'll make it a lot more easier, and I think I can, I think I can win today. I feel really fast like I did in the first moto, so the start was really where it counts.
Well, that's great, Sean. We're showing a lot of confidence. It's going to be a real exciting second moto, and we wish you all the luck.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right, Sean Kalos.
Okay. Okay.
We, 15 minutes they start the moto, so you might want to set up for that.
Are you going to do a second heat?
At the end of the day.
Okay.
It's right at the end.
Good.
Go ahead and just comment about your, just look at her and I'll ask you some questions. Okay, you won the first heat there in the...
Well, it's a lot of fun for me to get out and ride again. It's a lot of stress working, getting the bikes ready for the year with Russ Fletcher and the team. And we're really excited getting the first moto out of the way with Lance winning and two Hurseberg second and third. So I got to go out and have some fun a little bit. I used to ride a Swedish bike, same as Hurseberg being a Swedish bike. And I rode a Husqvarna many years ago, and I got to ride one in the Evolution series. And I mean to tell you, it was a whole lot of fun, and it took a lot of the stress out. And I'm really looking forward to the second moto at the end of the day after all the work is done. So I'm excited.
And what are you going to be doing later tonight if you win that second heat?
We're going to be throwing down some beers, and I hope we'll be celebrating a good win because Sean and Mike both are really hungry for a win. Lance Smales from the Northwest, so I'm just going to stay back and let the best man win.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot.
All right, good.
Yeah, that looked like fun.
Oh,
out there.
See, that's the bike that I used to ride on and learn.
The red light on?
Yep.
Catch your breath? Okay. Would you like to hold it? Hold it right underneath his chin. We won't put it in. Okay. Tell me about that ride. Looked like fun.
Well, my start wasn't that good. I was about 8th or so coming around the first turn, and took me a few laps to actually even get up into second. Healy was blocking a little bit, and I finally got by him, and then Mike had a pretty good lead, and he was riding strong for over half the race. About half the race, he kept the same distance on me, and I just kept charging and kept charging. He started to fade back a little bit, and allowed us to have a good race there at the end.
So do you think doing the Supercrosses helps out?
Not really, not for this type of racing. It's totally different. The Supercrosses might have helped a little bit on my confidence, but it was basically just a test run, you know, more practice there.
How about the heat? Is this the hottest weather you've been in this year, this season?
No, the Gainesville National in Florida this year was probably hotter. This really isn't even hot today. A little bit of a breeze kind of makes it nice out there.
What do you got coming up next weekend?
Actually, next weekend we're off, and in 2 weeks we go to the World Four-Stroke Championship, round number 2 of the Maxima AMA Western Four-Stroke Championship in Glen Helen, California.
Hey, good luck. We'll see you there.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. And thank you.
Do you want me to turn this off now? Give me on.
His dad.
His dad. Or Chuck, the little guy. The little guy's here.
That's okay. Oh, that's ours. Okay, cool. No problem. Take it easy. What are you guys doing?
I'll just hold it.
Do something with that? Stand there. You guys are alright? No, go ahead. Go ahead. I got posters right here. Where's Where's my picture?
They're back up there on the beach.
Is there a little red light on?
Yep.
Grab a shirt, Mike.
Oh, where did you get that?
I'll put one on. Hey, babe, can you get me a shirt?
Yeah.
The Berg one's up on my back. Oh, here, this one's signed already. Look, 3 signed.
Oh, thanks.
Alright. Got one for your kids? Or 3? I mean 3. 2?
Yeah.
We were rooting for you.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I really appreciate that. I needed a little bit of encouragement, you know?
You did
I thought I
your
heard you. Yeah?
We were yelling, go number 2.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I kept going like this.
Mike, can I
You
have your
guys are good
goggles?
guys. I can't give them away. I gotta say, we're supposed to conserve this year. Last year we gave too much away. And all the sponsors were like, no, not so much, you know? So I had to cut back this year. Sorry about that. Yeah, just let me put this shirt on real quick.
So what do you think, guys? Was that fun? Was that fun?
And loud.
And loud? It looks like fun. Just looking at your girlfriend, bro.
Well, whatever.
That's my buddy. He's got a little smile on his face. Yeah, no problem. Come on over.
I'll call you back.
Have it right here. Have it right here. Well, it won't work.
She opened up down there. Seen it?
There you go, bro. You want your shirt too, huh? Are you gonna wash it off tonight?
Pounded up their ass. You going back over there, Dave? Yeah. I got to talk to you.
I think I do. Yeah, I do. I do remember that. I don't know. Forget his face.
Beavis is a smart one.
I keep telling. I know. I was waiting for your smart aleck for you to come back. Always one. Just like that.
Oh, you want a couple for your kids?
Yeah.
I bet he'll sign.
You guys want me to talk on there right now?
No, take your time.
We need shots.
Take your time. Sign your shirt. Oh, but I guess I should stop this.
Oh, turn it off.
Kyle too? You gonna give it to him? What do you say? You're welcome. Here for your brothers.
What do you think of that race? That was neat, huh? You liked it? All right. Thank you.
No problem. Take care.
I get you to sign my
Yeah,
hand.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, that was 3 to 1. Put underneath.
Okay. You want me to stand up or sit down tonight? Got boogers in my nose? Yeah. Yeah. You'll get dialed.
Talk about that second heat. Looked like a lot of fun.
That moto was it was definitely good. I think we're going to see a lot of that this year. I kind of disappointed I didn't win, but I have a little arm pump problem and I got to deal with, so I'm going to work a little harder this week. But it was a pretty tough race. Lance and I were pushing the pace pretty hard. I don't know how fast our lap times were, but I know we were definitely putting some time in between everyone else. I look back, there was nobody back there, so we must have been moving. It felt like we were going fast.
Yeah, you guys were definitely way ahead of everybody else. Tell us a little bit about what you do during the week, like training and stuff like that.
I generally keep pretty busy during the weeks. I ride mountain bikes roughly like 3 to 4 days a week, about 11 to 12 miles each time. Just alternate hard days and easy days. I generally ride a motorcycle 2-3 times, well, probably 3 times a week, pretty much. Put in a couple good motos each day. Make sure you get a good sweat, and go home, and then just starting a new stretching program, and hopefully that'll help keep me limber and help me from pumping up a little bit.
And what do you got coming up next weekend?
Next weekend's a weekend off. So I'll do a lot of testing. We'll go back, and Husaberg and I will go and do a little bit more research and development on the bike, and then I'll take the next week and just get ready for the next race. I guess the next race is 2 weeks from now, so it gives us some more time to prepare.
Okay, good luck, and thank you very much.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks for being here, I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
That's great.
Lots
It's
of
cool
fun.
having you guys. Were you out there on the track too?
Yeah.
You guys were out there?
Oh, I got some good shots.
I mean, I'm not.
Right at their feet. Hold that with
going to be able to do this? Pardon me? Yeah, let's move over here, guys. Come on, let's get in front of the banners, please. Okay, this is rather awkward because we've got three fellows we're going to be talking to. And Dave, you want to bring over the trophies and the champagne? Because I want that. Anybody want to share some champagne?
It's real hot right now.
Okay, let's, oh, we have our trophy girl. Oh, Miss Brosius, how are you? Good, okay. We're going to start off with, I believe this is third place? Okay, third place. Did you win today?
I might have won, yeah.
Okay, well, he'll have to wait till next week to say that. There's another fellow that took that honor. In any event, Sean, this is your trophy, and you don't get a kiss.
I got a wife for that.
You got a wife?
Yeah, I got a wife.
I know you do. Lovely wife, Kathy. Sean Kalos, folks, local product, did a heck of a job. Got up off of his duff in last place. Came through the pack and ended up third overall. I'd say that's a fairly good ride. Not too shabby. He's going to try for that second and first. Only thing I've got to say is they were off in the sunset somewhere. But in any event, it was a heck of a ride, and we're really tickled. Do you want to thank anybody in particular, other than your wife?
Well, you know, I'm just having fun. This is a fun series, and I hope to put on a good show for everybody. It's fun to race in my home state, and I wanted to win today, of course, but I got some bad starts, but I had a lot of fun, and I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Good, good. Well, Sean Kalos, folks, local product. Okay, Sean, if you don't mind, if I could just scoot by you here, could I? Thank you. Just come right on over. You can come over. Stay over here for a second. Yeah, we're going to do the champagne thing. Yeah, what's your name?
I'm your son.
Well, you don't sound so proud. In any event, this is Mike Young. He was the guy, the Phantom, who came back after almost being dead there, that second moto. What happened?
I just was picking some bad lines and went off the track a couple times, which I know Lance did as well, because the track's really high speed, and you get a little bit of arm pump on the high speed stuff, so it's kind of hard to get the brakes. But I went off the track, made a couple mistakes, and you don't do that when you're racing with Lance Smale. So I paid for it, and he got by, and it allowed me to kind of check out what he was doing too, and try and size him up a little bit. And figured I had a lot of energy left. Might as well give him a race, and I knew he'd enjoy it, so I just went ahead with it.
Subtle smirk there from Mr. Smale. Tell me, who do you want to thank? You want to thank, other than your wife, you've got some sponsors and people?
Yeah, I want to thank the Lord Jesus Christ, first of all, and I'd like to thank my big sponsors, Husseberg Motorcycles, my mechanic, Russ Fletcher, who does a fantastic job. Puts in a little bit too many hours, though. I need to get him sleeping a little bit. Move this up. I want to take Chuck's son, my team manager, my new team manager, Tony Strangio, actually personal manager, my wife, everybody that comes out here, Pirelli Spectro, FMF, Husseberg, I said before, let's see here, got tons, Wind Bikewear, Shoei Helmets, Oakley Goggles, those are the major ones, and all these people that come out here, I really want to thank you because you guys really made it interesting for us. We hope we put on a good race, and we'd like to come back and do it again.
Well, you want him back? Mike Young, second place. Excuse me, Mike. Let me get a picture of that. Yeah, let me just finish up and then come on over. How do you like those?
A good series.
It looked like it was going to be an extremely good race just from the onset, but it's really ironic, isn't it, that it's the two of you guys hammering heads again.
Yeah, it ends up being, 1 and 2 again, and for a little while in that second moto, I didn't know if it was going to be 2 then 1. But Mike made a couple bobbles. He looked farther ahead than he really was because the track's so fast, but the couple bobbles he did make allowed me to get up on him, and I was able to capitalize on a couple of his mistakes.
Want to thank some folks?
Yeah, definitely. KTM, Sport Motorcycles USA, they've been behind me last couple years and have brought me to the level that I am today. Tom Moen, he's did a great job with my bikes. I had some problems yesterday. I was hard on things, and he worked all night getting them together, and I couldn't do it without Tom. Sunstar, Performance Friction, Dunlop, FMF, Shoei Helmets, all the people behind me this year. You know, without them, I wouldn't be able to continue with my #1 plate.
Well, we sure think it. It was a great race. We sure enjoyed it. I think the folks here enjoyed it too, didn't you, folks? You want them to come back next year? They'll be back. Okay, Lance, your trophy. And you guys can all get together, and we will
Get up in for the photo.
Okay, we're going to open up the champagne as well. Okay, sitting over there. Oh, it's cold.
Right here, guys. Another one?
We'll keep them here for just a couple minutes. Those of you who've got a camera want to take a picture. You have cameras? Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Glen Helen Raceway in San Bernardino, California, for four-stroke motocross racing at its very best. I'm Steve.